Today, we're talking about the Poly Voyager Focus 2. Is it a good headset, and is it worth the $300+ they're asking for it? Let's get into it. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Adrian Reddix, and we're talking about the Poly Voyager Focus 2. In a world where we've become more virtual, one of the most difficult things to do in this virtual environment with all these virtual meetings, Zoom, WebEx, whatever it is, the most difficult thing to do is be understood. A lot of laptops don't have the best audio. The microphones are very tiny and they're very far away from your face. What Poly did was try to make that experience better by making a headset for all occasions. I think what people need out of a headset is good sound from the headphones and a good experience in the microphone section so the people on the other end can understand them. And I think that's what Poly was doing with the Focus 2. Let's talk about build quality. The build quality is amazing, and for $300+, it better be amazing. It's plastic where it needs to be and metal where it's sturdy, and like the cups themselves are metal and the upper band is also metal. So the ear cups are really, really thin, but when you put them on, they don't feel like really thin ear cups. They feel really, really good. And to be on ear cups, that's saying a lot because I get very fatigued sometimes, especially with my El Cheapo J Labs. These on ear cups can get very uncomfortable. With these on ear, they're really, really good. The headband right here is very adjustable, and the overall experience with these thin head cups and this headband makes a very comfortable wear. I can wear this for hours, and I can't wear any other headphone for hours that I've tried recently. The charging base is very sturdy. It's a high quality charging base. So overall build quality, A+. Let's talk about features. This headset has a ton of features. I can't go over all of them. It's way too many, but I'm going to go over the ones that I think make this a really good headset. It comes with a Bluetooth dongle that you can plug to any laptop or computer, or it has built-in Bluetooth also. So if your computer has Bluetooth or your phone has Bluetooth, you can connect there. And that's another feature of this headset. It has multi-point connection. What multi-point connection is, I can be connected to two different devices like a phone or a computer and switch between the two and not have to go in and make sure that it's turned off on this device before I can use it on there. I could be connected to multi-devices and just switch between them and not have to go through the whole process of connecting over and over again. That saves a ton of time, especially if you're going from your laptop or computer to your phone. It has 2 levels of active noise cancellation. When I tell you I've never heard good active noise cancellation from on-ear headsets, let me tell you, I've never heard it until this headset. So I was listening to some music, just testing them out, and it's going pretty good. And then I look over to my left and my wife is standing there screaming. I'm like, hey, what's going on? She was like, you can't hear me? I'm like, absolutely not. Couldn't hear at all. I was listening to the music around 50, so it wasn't even up that high. The active noise cancellation on these are really, really good. And as far as sound from the headphones, it's very loud. It can be uncomfortably loud. I can't listen to it above 60. Anything above 60, it's uncomfortable and I can't do it. So if you need something to be louder, or if you have some hearing loss, this can help that out because it can get up there. If you crank it to 100, I couldn't listen to it. It was painful to my ears to listen to it, but the sound quality was still there. It didn't get distorted the higher it went. It was there. Like the quality still maintained even though you went to a higher volume. So according to the website, it has a 25-hour battery life, and it's really, really dependent on how you use it if you're going to get 25 hours out of it. If you have nothing turned on and listen to it at a reasonable level, you can get close to 25 hours. But if you start putting on active noise cancellation and a bunch of other things, then it gets reduced. I say you can get a good 15 to 16 hours with everything turned on, full blast. But again, if you're using this for work, which is probably what most people are going to use this headset for, 15 hours is probably more than everybody who uses a headset works. So usually you're working with anywhere between 8 to 12 hours. So it's plenty enough for a full day of work. They said the range of these headphones are 50 meters or 164 feet. I didn't get nearly that. But again, these are perfect conditions. Like there's no obstruction and it's just somebody just walking in a straight line until they lose connection. I did get more than the typical 35 to 40 foot Bluetooth range that usually Bluetooth devices give you. I was able to walk from where I'm sitting right now out of my house down the street, probably, I'm guessing it's going to be maybe 80. So around the 50 to 60 mark, you heard that the audio was still trying to connect, but it wasn't as smooth as it was when you're close to it. So you heard the skipping and it's just trying to connect. So you would get every other word. And the further you got away, of course, it would get less and less and less until it just lost connection. So I lost connection completely around 80 to 85 feet. You don't have to worry about the connection, especially if you're in a working environment. So you don't have to be next to your desk all the time. If you want to get out and walk around your office or whatever you want to do, you don't have to worry about the range being an issue. So let's go and do some testing on the phone and also some testing on the laptop so you can hear how it sounds. This is the Focus 2 being directly recorded to my computer using the same software that I use in all my other videos, OS and Audio. This is how it sounds. This is how it sounds raw. No processing, no filters. I'm going to boost it and post a little bit just so it can be heard and be leveled out across the video. But this is how it sounds. It sounds over processed. It sounds a little tinny. But again, if there was like a lot of noise going on, you don't want it to pick up all this extra noise. You want your voice to be the thing that people hear. That is it. Let's get on with the next test. So this is the audio coming from my computer right here. It's about an arm's length away from the microphone. So this is how that sounds. I'll get a little closer. So this is the microphone from there. So let's switch to the Poly headset, the Focus 2. Let's do that right now. And now you should be hearing me from the Focus 2. This is how it sounds. You can hear that the background noise kind of went away, that background hustle and bustle and little refrigerator running right there. And you can see that it sounds different. And you could also hear yourself through these headphones. So you know that, hey, I'm talking. So you have a real-time buttering type situation going on right here. I don't know if it's real time, but it's close to real time. And this is the Poly headset. This is the Focus 2 on a Zoom meeting. So what do I like about this headset? The sound quality coming from these ear cups. It's one of the best I've heard. It hit all the tests, all my usual sound tests, like Basshead by Bass Nectar. That song will expose all kinds of flaws in your audio. It handled that very well. Everything was really good. I was looking at Twitch and you can hear streamer on the keyboard. You can hear them breathe. That sounds creepy, I know. Every little thing it was able to reproduce at a high quality level. The way the headset feels in your head is very comfortable. So if you're using it at a call center or things like that, it'll be fantastic. All day use, all day wear, you'd have no problem because it's very, very comfortable. So what did I not like about it? Oh, the big thing, the microphone. The microphone is overly processed. Like it makes you sound like you're in a tin can. And the reason is it's trying to reject all the background noise and it just over processes your voice and it doesn't sound fantastic, right? But compared to a lot of other headsets out there, it's a lot better. But the over processed sound in the microphone, it's not good. It also had a very sibilant sound. Sibilance is like it has anytime you hit those hard S's or things like that, it really exaggerated those. And I didn't like that at all. So The microphone is the weakest part of this headset, but if you compare it to other call center style microphones, they're a little better. What it is good for is noisy call environments. So if you have a noisy environment and you need to reject background noises, it's good for that. But yeah, the microphone is the weakest part of this headset. Also, I didn't like the mute button. The mute button didn't tell you when you were muted or unmuted. It just made a sound whenever you clicked on the button. I would like for it to say, hey, mute on, mute off, or change the sound, be like boop boop or boom boom. I want something to distinguish audibly if I'm muted or not. I don't just like the same boop boop boop. I just want to know that, hey, boop boop, okay, mute on, boop boom, mute off, something. So who is this headset for? It's for people who are on the phone all day, that don't want to have the headset right here because this isn't ergonomically good. You don't want to have somebody in this position all day because it causes repetitive injury. So having something that's on your head, that's natural, and you can use your hands to do whatever and puts you in a better working position, right? Also, for people who work remotely, they have this Poly Lens app that if you have an IT team that does voice over IP, you send out their phone, send out their headset, and they can monitor the health of the device. So whenever something serious happens or you push out a firmware update out, they can do it and monitor it and not even have to touch it. So having the ability to have your IT team monitor this and make sure that it's in perfect working condition is a great plus for anybody that uses this. So is it worth the $300 price range? Yes and no. If you need better audio quality coming from the headset, it's well worth the $300. If you don't have a noisy work environment and you don't need great audio quality, there are cheaper headsets out there. But if you want the best sounding headset and you work in a noisy environment and you need to be able to walk around and not be tied down to the limitations of traditional Bluetooth media, these are excellent headsets. If this headset sounds like something that you would want, the link is in the description. Do you use a headset at work? If so, do you like it? What kind do you use? Let me know in the comment section. That's it. Thanks for joining me. If you like this type of video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this type of video, give me a thumbs down. Tell me why you didn't like this type of video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one.